After a while, you'll get your final page. You'll do this quest, and it's best to do it at the end once you got to the final page. And then just do it all at once. Makes
Right.
things much more easier.
Because I did, like, the last two places I did was Atlantica and then 100 Acre Woods, because they were just, you know,
Yeah,
regular. You didn't have to do them, but I chose to do them.
I always chose to do them to complete the game.
Right.
For that.
But
that only option.
anyways, after like all this is over and you like do some random humble jumble, we can now like visit other places again. And what's that? What's next? Agrabah.
No, I think it was actually Disney Castle.
Oh yeah, Disney Castle.
You go there, and I think after the Pirates World, you go back to Tron.
Oh
Yeah.
well. Anyways, let's cover Disney Castle. This one was my favorite.
This was actually, yeah, it was a really good, because at KH1, you actually saw a bit of Disney Castle itself when you were walking around
See,
following Donald
now
and Goofy.
to be honest, I didn't really notice this until like, oh well, I thought that the Disney Castle, I thought those were like bricks or whatever, but then I realized no, those are really homes.
Homes of the little people that are under King Mickey's boot.
Exactly.
But anyways, from other than that little discovery, you get to visit that place later on in the series, but just not right now. Right now, you just expect them to be bricks. But after you arrive there and see the little bricks, you get to find out that the world is in peril. No shit, but it's still an amazement to find out that something bad's happening.
Exactly. There's like vines growing in the like courtyard and stuff.
It's hentai. It's thorny hentai. That's what it is.
Oh no!
It pricks the inside of your soul. More ways than one.
Not good.
Oh, never not good. But you go into a garden. There's a lot of references to what was that one cartoon that Mickey did? It was like about in like some sort of like tornado symphony.
Oh yeah, I don't know the title, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I can't remember it either. But yeah, so like when you're going around in this garden, you're finding some Heartless after you get out your gummy ship, meet Chip and Dale, and you're trying to go to get to Queen Mickey, Minnie. Did I say Mickey?
Yeah.
But you go into this garden, you see a whole bunch of these hedges that look a lot like the characters that you would know from that Tornado Symphony cartoon that he did once. And so there's like little references here and there, shitloads of Mickey heads, like everywhere. It's like there's some sort of fan base or something. I don't know. It's like I think Mickey's really full of himself. Like really full of himself. And you go there, you have to do an escort mission for Queen Minnie.
Oh, I hated that.
I know, Jesus
because
Christ.
you would you'd get Minnie and you'd take her first. You got escort her to the doors, and then you go in, and then you got to escort her to like Mickey's chair.
I know, it's like, and inside the condoms of King Mickey. They're gonna be used for Sora when she fucks Minnie.
It's terrible.
It's not terrible, it's reality! It's like my cosplay that will soon become a reality.
But anyways, once you finally, get Minnie to the, on the other side,
I know, after like 20 billion
she
Heartless.
makes a passageway down.
A shitload of light, the Heartless leave, and then you find that hentai has spread to the heart of wherever the fuck they are.
The castle.
Yes,
you find that glowing spear, whatever it's called.
And it's covered in hentai thorns, so that's not good at all.
No. And then they, like, out of nowhere,
Maleficent
oh, yeah, Maleficent.
pops out of nowhere, is like, suck my dick, bitches. I'm destroying your castle and the entire thing that you know of life. Yours.
Yeah, because she, like, needs a new base, and, this castle has too much light to it. So, but she was gonna fix that.
She's dimming it down a lot, considerably. Then you leave, but then you bring back Merlin, and you go to our next world, which is
1928 land, Timeless River.
Holla! I look black and white and whole shitloads of cartoony, and I feel like a nigger, but I don't care.
Wow.
My racism is alive today.
I guess it is a Disney thing. You can thank Walt Disney working with Hitler and all that stuff.
Hating Jewish people? What? Well, who said that?
Walt Disney's not dead. He's just frozen in time waiting for the Jews dog. Well, I just lost, like, any fan base that was black or Jewish.
Well, that's the disappointment of this podcast.
But, anyways, since we're now in this black and white, old picture show here.
You are as Sora as a cartoon!
Yes, though, welcome to the late 20s, bitches.
The land where I came from. Well, actually, mostly you, because you really remember it. I don't. I came in, like, right when color was coming around. Like, exploding into millions and millions of viewers' homes everywhere. But that's beside the point.
But anyways, you discovered that when you first enter, you'll see the same spear, and apparently that's where the castle is going to be built on top of that.
And you get to meet the little folk, which, surprisingly enough, they're not worshipping you, which I questioned very much.
Well, one thing I'm like always been curious about, if this is the year 1928, and then you're let's say it is like whatever the year this game came out. Do Disney characters do not age?
They just transform.
Yeah, their cartoon design must change.
Yeah.
Because if you compare like Donald and Goofy from 1928 to Donald and Goofy today,
it's completely a paradox.
I wonder how their bodies feel when that goes around.
It's like puberty, but it never leaves you.
Because you'll meet Pete here. Well, the 1928 and the actual Pete himself makes his way to this place, but you can see a comparison between the old Pete and the new Pete, and the old Pete looks more like a cat than the new Pete.
I think that's what actually they meant for Pete to be, a cat. Because I know Goofy's supposed to be a dog, but then Walt made like last minute arrangements.
Where now Pete, you could compare Pete to like a bulldog in a way. Because it kind of made sense. Pete was that cat. He was the captain of that boat, and Mickey was his crew.
Steamboat Willie.
Yeah, Steamboat Willie. And, Cat, tells the mouse orders. I guess that would make sense. But now, Pete,
Mouse
animal
outsmarts
change.
Yeah. I guess so.
Something like that.
Yep. Yeah.
But.
So, you fight. You get to, first off, you get to team up with past Pete at the end of this world and fight
New Pete.
New Pete. You get
modern Pete.
You get to actually he tries to get back his boat. That's kind of the whole point that happens for him to be there. He just wants his boat back. It's like, I just want my old boat back in those old days. Sonny boy.
But then it doesn't happen. You kick his ass.
And then once his ass is kicked and he runs away like a little pussy he is, you have a happy ending in Timeless River, and all the hentai thorns have left Disney Castle, and woohoo, the world is saved.
Once again.
Of course. And then we leave, going to a new grand adventure that's still part of this really long-ass adventure. That apparently is gonna go on for like 10 years, finally ending in like 2 years from now, probably. Hopefully. Maybe. Please.
But anyways, I believe at this point we head what back to Hollow Bastion
I believe so,
because
yes.
isn't there like something where they say we should go back or whatever? I don't know. It just leads to
I
the
thought
whole
that
Tron
was
thing.
I thought that was after oh yeah, maybe it was time.
Because
Uh,
I think I remember going for the Tron stuff, and then I think after that, that kind of led to, the Thousand King or Heartless battle.
no, but that happens after you go through each world once. You can skip the Pride Lands and just continue on, and then you can just go back and do it after the thousand Heartless fight.
Well, see, because how I remember the last time I played, like I went back to Hollow Bastion, and then like they were saying something about the security was the town security was all confuzzled,
Yeah,
and then you would end up like meeting people,
but you would go
like
into Tron's
Tifa and
world.
those fairies.
Yeah, but you would go into Tron's world, but then you would come out and you
Well,
would
yeah,
continue on
I
with the
know you would
story.
go to Tron's world, and then you would like find out like all. You would even meet people like Sephiroth on your way there.
Sephiroth, dun, dun, dun.
But of course, he's just looking for Cloud. But and then like I remember where you'd make your way into Tron's world like by a pure accident or whatever.
And you get Stitch as a summon.
Yeah, and you go in there, but then there were like once you like free Tron or whatever or do the other thing, then you like leave, and then you come back
Yeah, you have to get the
for some.
security code for him, if I
Yeah,
remember.
and then you leave again, and then I think from when I played, like like everything was starting to go to, like
Go to hell.
yeah, like everyone would start fighting,
Well,
and like Heartless and everything started to appear.
no, I think you're thinking out of order because you go into Tron's world, you get the security code for him, he gets all his powers back, and then you fight like the boss for that one time you go there. Then you come back out, but you don't. But I think you meet the king. He tells you what like stuff's going to
Yeah, I
happen,
do remember
but
meeting the
he
king.
but I don't think you fight at that point. I think you get to leave. And like, god
Well,
damn
I
it,
don't
I
know.
can't remember anymore. I thought you went to Pirates World after this one, after a Disney Castle.
Well, maybe you do.
I think you do, because then
Well, maybe I'm just all out of order. You know that?
that's probably it.
Okay, hold on. We'll come back to that. Keep that Tron stuff in mind.
Okay, okay.
But
Next, we actually
yeah,
go. I
yeah.
think we go. Yeah,
I got myself all puzzled.
we go to
Okay,
Port Royal next,
yeah. You go to Port Royal after Disney Castle.
and you actually this is the second time you get two choices to go. You can go to either Atlantica or Port Royal. I say, fuck you,
Well,
Atlantica.
I waited to go to Atlantica like at the very end.
Same here. No. You just go to Port Royal and just continue on with the storyline because that world is literally just a waste of time.
But yeah, you can go to Port Royal, and there you meet like Jack.
And he's all epically awesome, and he's not voiced by Johnny Depp, unfortunately, which really sucks. Kind of makes me sad.
But isn't that part when you go there? Isn't that like based off from the first movie?
Yeah, it's based off the first movie. You help out, you find Will, you rescue him from Heartless. Yeah, and you venture off with Jack to try to find Elizabeth.